Okay, what? Procrastination, procrastination. I really need to fact the floor. Okay. English out of mouth. Balls. Am I actually going to start this video, or are we just going to ramble? A thing happened, as things tend to do in life. Okay. My neighbours are home, this is going to get noisy. Maybe it's written down in the title so you already know what happened, but if I haven't written it in the title because I'm a numpty and I've decided to do clickbaity stuff and kind of get you to watch this video, because at the moment it's very puzzling, I met Carrie Hope Fletcher. There are a few people in this world that I would actually call a role model. Not an idol, because I don't necessarily believe in idols, but a role model, a person who comes into your life and does good, but you don't know them. I'm not good at wording things. Have we known this already? Great. Carrie, to me, has been in my life. I'm talking like I know her, and in some respects, I know a version of her that is very dear to me. I should probably tell you who she is in case you don't know. So Carrie Hope Fletcher is a YouTuber here in this little world that we have, and she is a actress on the stage. She does musicals. She was in Les Mis, she was in Addams Family, which I went to see last year. She writes books, which I have reviewed here on this channel. There's one there, see? And she is genuinely a person who has come into my life via YouTube and made it better, and apparently I'm even getting emotional about it, which is a little weird, I know, so bear with me. In this mess of YouTube, where we have, as viewers, because I am an avid viewer and fan, we have been not let down, but we have come to see the reality of humanity. That rhymed. Carrie is one of the good ones. She was in Les Mis, and she did this thing that changed my life slightly. This is the moment where she made biggest impact in my life. She did a video called Happy and Healthy, where she didn't slam diet culture, but she, in her own way, talked about the pressure to be skinny and the pressure to be tiny, and how she was not teeny tiny and yet was playing Eponine, who is supposed to be a teeny tiny kind of urchin starved woman. I don't know how to describe what that video did for me, but she talked about how much she weighed, she talked about what size she was, she talked about everything. She just lay it all out on the table. She was just like, you know what, I eat pasta, so stuff it. Because she wanted women and girls to genuinely know what a human-sized person was, and that she was, I'm not making sense. Go and watch that video. I will link it here, here, and here. That video made a genuine impact on me. I was somebody who wasn't skinny. I was somebody who had very little confidence. And through her, I looked at what she was wearing and then tried to emulate it a little bit, because I just thought, I like the style. I don't think she looks big, and she's the same size as me, so why do I think I'm big? Skip to roughly about this time last year, a bit before, I started to gain my body back, but it wasn't exactly coming back in the shape that I was expecting it to. I started having major body image issues, and I was very, very insecure about how I looked. And so once again, I turned to Carrie and I looked at what she was wearing, and I looked at how she carried herself. And I'm just like, I honestly think you are a gorgeous human. You've talked about the fact you put on a little bit of weight, and you are still roughly the same size as me. Because she is very open about what size of clothing she wears and things like that. So you're just like, if it suits her, why the heck can't I wear it? Why the heck do I think I can't wear that and look that good? I sort of look at what she's wearing and just go, okay, so I'm going to go buy something like that. Or in the case of about 3 things, buy the exact same thing, because, you know, I'm not a copycat at all. Anyway, the point of all this rambling, she did a book tour that finally came to Bristol, and I bought a ticket, not knowing if I could go or if I was well enough. I don't even know if I'm going to get there, but I'm going to buy my ticket just in case I can. And I got there. I could go on about the disability problems and the problem with chronic health and trying to be a normal person in a normal situation, and it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. I just want to focus on the good stuff for once, because I met her. Long story short, she did a little talk. We all got to have books signed and have our photos taken with her, and I got my book signed. So When the Curtain Falls is now signed by Carrie, and that was amazing. I was wearing rather crazy dungarees at the time. She's like, oh my god, I love your dungarees, and I'm just like, Carrie likes what I'm wearing, this is amazing. And then the pièce de résistance for me is that she spotted my baby. I kind of did show, I will admit that I was showing him off on purpose because I know Stitch is her favourite Disney character. I was just like, hey, we have this thing in common, connect with me, be my friend. No. Not that I'm a stalker at all. Anyway, she saw Stitch and loved him, and that was a kind of squealy moment. And I had my photo taken with her, which you can see here. We also had a kind of complete meltdown, which I will link at the end of this video. I will link the meltdown that I had after I met her because all the words tumbled out of my mouth and I went a bit nuts. But yeah, this is basically, I don't know where this video is going. She has made an impact on my life that I am genuinely grateful for. Even to the point that meeting her the other day made me look at my body image again, because I have been having some serious problems that I haven't been talking about because I haven't been ready to kind of verbalise it. It's an internal thing that I've had since I was like 11. Being next to Carrie, once again, I realise we are actually the same frigging size. Although we are a different shape, and although we are different humans, I'm looking at her, I'm next to her, and I'm just thinking, our arms are the same size, our faces are the same size, our bodies are the same size. Why, if I love what she wears and I admire her and I love her as a human and I think she's beautiful, do I not like my own body? Why do I hate my body? And it just brought up all this stuff and it made me question all of that, and I'm working on all of that, but she made me realise that I should like myself. It's a whole big mess inside my brain right now, but I'm truly grateful that in this mess that is YouTube, Carrie exists. So yeah, that was my ode to Carrie Hope Fletcher, basically. I fangirled. I don't do that often. I hope you guys are good, and thank you for listening to me waffle. I swear I'm not as creepy as I sound. Bye. Holy cow, I just met Carrie Hope Fletcher. So that just happened. Slightly delirious. Yeah, she's lovely and she's adorable and she's an actual person who is real, and whew, yeah. I met two lovely girls in the queue. Well, before the queue we were sat together. Well, the queue to get your stuff signed. I met two lovely girls, and I don't know their names. Really should have. No, wait, I do know their names. Maybe I know their names. What were their names? Oh, flummox. I can't believe this. I didn't get to know their names, but if by any stupid ass chance they are watching this, because I will probably post it everywhere, so in case they do, hi, comment down below. I want to say hello. We should have swapped numbers or something. You guys were amazing. You kept me saying, well, standing in the queue. We were going to start a medley. We were going to start singing a medley. We were just basically bouncing off the songs in our own heads, because we were all singing different songs at once and trying to work out if they harmonised. So yeah, we really wanted to start a sing-along in the queue. So should have, but I didn't have the guts. I just met Carrie Hope Fletcher, and she is lovely and she is adorable, and I need to go home and sleep this off. I am not usually this flummoxed around people. Okay, that just happened. And I'm going home to bed. Okay, that just happened. I have to kind of just tell myself that just happened. I really need to go home now, my arm hurts. Okay, bye! This is terrible lighting. Bye!